Hi, welcome for the presentation, a webinar on UK medical education on suicidal risk. I am Dr. Sundaram, Chennai's #1 married couples relationship mentor of India. I have helped around 25,000 young couples. This is a presentation. I am more qualified to conduct the seminar, this presentation, because I myself have attempted suicide. So the title of my presentation is Every Suicide Carries a Blueprint for Success. What is that blueprint? Let me share my journey with you. You can see one bird, phoenix bird, and how it is connected. I'll be able to tell you that. Thank you. Welcome once again all the delegates. And I thank the Longdom for conducting this program and bringing all the delegates from different countries together. So we had a good opportunity. Thank you, madam, in advance. This is a presentation to, yes, as I told, a webinar on suicidal risk, UK medical education on December 2nd, 2020. The certificate which the group has given, I am representing it once again. Well, suicide, suicide means it is ending your life. Sometimes the way for some people to escape the pain or escape the suffering. That is the reason I have used this. This is my basic introduction. I did basically, I'm an engineer, converted into a psychologist and a mentor. By engineering, mechanical, MS, counseling and psychotherapy, and doctorate in NLP. This NLP doctorate I did in 2002. I applied NLP, neuro-linguistic programming. I'm one of the NLP pioneers in India. I applied it in prisoners in Central Jail. That is where the thesis comes into handy. And now running a married couples relationship mentor. I'll talk about it afterward. The 2 decades of experience. You can see my work in 534 YouTube videos. Of course, it has gone to 600 now. I have 3 counseling sessions, and I'm into video counseling for the last 1 decade. The WHO says that every 30 seconds, one person is gone because of suicide on this earth. If you look at the World Health Map, the most suicide-prone countries is in Asia. Most parts of Asia, a few parts of Africa, India, and a few parts of America. World Health Organization says. The most 2 domains or 2 type of people who always figure is, one is a farmer, a poor farmer who is always looking for the sun god, rain god, and what are the gods he wants to name it. When it doesn't come, he doesn't have any options. And another is the student who commits suicide. Farmer suicide. If you look into the farmer suicide, you cannot say one specific reason. It is beyond the scope of a mental health practitioner to help him out, because it is not the psychological reason. Psychological reason becomes one particular portion of it or a few percentage of it, and the maximum reason is indebtedness, bankruptcy, cannot pay the loans. He cannot solve his farming related issues, his own problems, health problem, and his own family problems, sometimes a drug, alcohol. So these are various factors where I don't think a mental health practitioners can do. It is something which the society has to do, the government has to do, the country has to do for that. So beyond the scope of a mental health practitioner. The second is a student commits suicide. Most of the time, if you see, the whole reason can be called, it is only because of pressure for perfection from the mother, pressure for perfection from the father, pressure for perfection from the school, pressure for perfection from the society. In one word, this is what I call it. Another 30 seconds, one more person has gone. If you look at the suicide rate, see, most of the suicide is between 15 to 30. The majority of the portions of 15 to 30, then goes from 30 to 49. And of course, the males are more and females are less. So, what is the circumstances under which these people are suicide? This is another health line which says that it is known, but it is repeated known mental health indicators. 50% of the time, these people know what are the reasons, but they don't take action because they don't want to get educated on that. I would say only because education is missing, they are doing it. Education is not, I am asking school education, it's an awareness. Because the commitment has happened, many suicides has happened in the student community. What are the schools doing it? Why can't they conduct a include a syllabus of why do students commit suicide? How to come out of it? That is not there a part of syllabus. That is one thing I mean. Neither the mother knows how to help a student, help a son or a daughter. Okay. These are the suicide notes, exhaustion and then oppression, then bullying. Okay. Then emotional anexoria, many things. And most of the suicide, if you see, the major portion is by hanging method or by jumping method. The third is overdose. And last it is gun and something which are not identified or can be called miscellaneous. If you look at suicide factors among the young group, the children group, who I would call the vulnerable group or the starting part of society, lot of stress, persistent stress, and they feel a loss of rejection. Everybody isolating them, bullying, childhood, cyberbullying, trauma. He sees his mother in the hospital, his father in the deathbed. Okay. No money, hospital authorities are refusing, and unless you pay, dead body cannot be removed. Many things, family violence, these are the factors at that age he is absorbing. And if you look at the graph, now Indian suicide rate, particularly the youth community, has overtaken the world rate. Now you can call India has become the suicide capital of the world for teenagers. So that is where my focus and my solution is working. If you look at the suicide behavior ratio, a person who is attending school and not attending, if he is not attending school, his chances are 1.6 times more. Okay. And if he is involved in premarital sex, 3.2 times more. If he is having a mental disorder, then 10 times more. That is where his behavior is very odd with respect to the ratio. I would say ultimately, if you look into that from the genesis, I would say there are three great influencing persons around the baby. One is the mother, another is the teacher, another is once he goes up into the job, it is the boss. Okay. Let us take these strong influencing models as the people who are influencing. Let us see what actually is happening, what is their influence one by one. I call them the mother MBA of life, mother university, boss university and the academic university. MBA of life. If mother university is wrong, life university is gone. Let me tell a small story of here a small family, a father, a police father, mother and a boy and a son and a daughter. And this father, this police officer had a big family and little income. Family in the sense he had his own brothers, sisters, half a dozen people from his father's side, and he was helping those brothers and sisters at the cost of his family. And there were small misunderstanding between husband and wife. And any problem, any conflict, this policeman knows only one therapy, is called belt therapy. He used to give answer with the belt, and as a result, nobody used to raise the voice. And it is so torturous, it is repeated for days together, months together, years together. And the boy loved his mother, and the mother and son attempted suicide once. In a temple, the priest helped them out, and the boy narrated the whole story. And the priest asked one question to the boy: the bad name which your mother is going to get after her suicide, will it increase or will it decrease? Do you think people will stop telling your mother is a good mother? The boy replied, no, the bad name will increase. Do you want that? That was something which changed a person's life. Both drowned together, but when was unconscious when he came out, this was the story going on. So he told, if that is the case, if you don't want a bad name to your mother, don't commit suicide and help many more mothers like you. And he told, okay, because a 9-year-old boy, he doesn't know what is going on. And he has told, yes, I will help my mother and help my other young mothers also. He did not know at that time, he did not thought that he will become an engineer, he will become a doctor, he will become a psychologist. Some good word is going on, therefore he has accepted. And this is the pujari who asked, will the bad name increase or decrease of when your mother commits suicide? Do you want that? The boy told, no, I don't want it. and you know this person. It is the person who is doing the presentation in front of you. Who is the root cause? Look at the cause. Look at the roots. One more person is gone. Mother University is wrong. Life University is wrong. Because my own mother had a poor self-esteem. She cannot raise her voice against the father. Scared of the belt therapy. She has to survive there. She cannot go out. So what else she can do? Academic university. Let us go into academic university. You look at this cartoon. Or the teacher is telling, this is called animal school. The teacher is telling, we have a very fair selection. Everybody has to take one simple test, simple exam. Please climb the tree quickly, and whoever climbs the tree quickly, he will get the pass marks. So you know fish, you know dog, you know elephant. Okay. And the fastest, definitely the built-in winner is the crow. Built-in winner is the monkey. So even though the examiner knows that the elephant cannot climb the tree, and if he knows that the fish cannot climb the tree, but he is helpless because the education system is like that. Our education system, mass production of factory of people, mass production. Person, even the boy would have been intelligent if he has not attended the school. Before primary school, every boy is intelligent. But after going to school, he becomes confirmed. Okay. What is it is taught in the school? Teacher has gone her own stress problem. More stress, more boredom. Then 8 warnings is the teachers are burnout. Don't ask questions. Do the homework. Read the book. Read this chapter. They have a low commitment. They have their own health problem. Okay. They have to deal with parenting issues. They also know there are frustrating events. They are not knowledgeable enough to identify the psychological problems of the students. They have their own problems. A teacher stress is going very high. And poor skill of the teachers. As I told you, teachers cannot identify the problem. Neither the teachers are trained to identify the problem, nor every school can afford a psychologist. Because a school will not have a psychologist, because the teachers are not able to identify this problem of the children. They live with the children, they live with the problem, and the children grow with the problems. This is how indirectly teachers are contributing for the low self-esteem of their students. Not attending the college, premarital sex, and the teacher itself is stressed. She herself is so much stressed, she doesn't know how to solve her own problem. And for various reasons beyond her, she is also one of the helpless influencers with her impoverished knowledge and impoverished system. Who is the root cause? One more boy is dead. One more girl is dead. Academic university is wrong. Blind university is lifelong. On and on. He doesn't know what he doesn't know. Because what teachers have taught, that only will go in the mind. Whatever mother teaches goes away out of the window. If the teacher says 3 into 3 is equal to 12, the boy will say, yeah, he might have heard wrong. When the mother is corrected, no, 3 into 3 is 9, he will say, no, my teacher told me 12. Because he blindly believes the teacher. He might have heard it wrongly, but he blindly believes the teacher so much that for him the teacher is the God. If the God itself becomes the devil, what he will do? MBA of life, Boss University. Let us go to the Boss University. If you look at the data given by the Gallup survey, in every organization, only 30% of people are actually working, the 70% are all acting. Because the another 52% are not acting. Okay, they are only acting. They are not even bothered to help. But there are 19% who are working opposite direction of the office or opposite direction of the organization. So 30% people are only engaging the organization. They are employed. They are excited to do the job. The rest 70% are just pulling their name. They give only average performance in the office, so that they are not thrown out of the job. And this Gallup survey says, as the green thing, you can see the green line which is going horizontally up from left to right, this one. You can see that what is happening to this. As the material comforts, the dollar rate is going high, the happiness rate is coming down. The more the material rate, the more the material improvement, less is happiness. And there is a survey says 75% of the workers, they leave their job not because they don't like the job, they leave the job because they don't like the boss. They don't like the boss. If boss is having a attitude of playing games, when he is not professionally trained, he is not an MBA guy, he has been not groomed properly, mentored properly, what he will do? He will do much harm for his subordinates, and his subordinates will be disappearing. And one more, after 5 years, another subordinate will become another bad boss. So boss university is wrong. One more suicide is gone. Who is the root cause? Boss university is wrong, earning university is wrong. You will be hiring, you will be jumping from organization to organization without knowing your mistakes, assuming that organization will be the next one better. There also one more boss comes and uses boss, creates his own games and politics, and you are the victim for that. And all, whether the mother university, the boss university, or whether it is the teacher university, all are silently taking all the children to the valley of death. They are preparing them to passively commit suicide. You cannot blame the God, because where else I can go? Starting university is wrong, learning university is wrong, ending university is wrong. How can I blame the God university? So what does the boy do? Boy knows only three great persons: mother, the teacher, then the boss. And if he knows God, he will know. When God itself is committing a crime, God itself is helpless. Only option left for him is to commit suicide. Because all the three learning influences are gone. They are wrong role models. They are creating more problem for him. So why can't I solve a problem permanently? A temporary problem solved permanently is called suicide. One more person is gone. The largest killer of the men in the United Kingdom under the age of 45. A person who was a serial killer, he has committed suicide. 76 of people who take their own lives are men. He is that killer. Alaska killer. He has killed many people, but at the end he killed himself with a razor blade. Suicide to success. Let me talk about, I talk so much about the suicide. Now I will talk the other side of it. Suicide to success. This is, if you go through TEDx, you can see that where Sadie has talked about her own, how did he survive after suicide. Similarly, Shraddha has talked about how she came out of suicide. Similarly, this is the mother who lost everything, but still she is helping her children. Amy Bankoli, she is talking about her, and many more. If you look at that, always see a sort of a script. You are seeing a script. If you look at the script, what actually happened? One is the negative side and the positive side. While the person gets drowned, he loses hopes. He becomes lonely. He goes into a vacuum. Once he goes into a vacuum, then silence. He dies. And suddenly, by miracle, he comes out. And suddenly he doesn't know. In my case, what happened? I was on the down of the trunk. I don't know where my mother was there. And suddenly I was there I was on the floor, and I woke up to the temple noise. So my thinking is, who is the person who brought me out? How did he bring me out? Everything is a mystery for me. But one thing is very clear: there is a message that I have to live for some more time. Then the message makes a meaning in my life. Earlier, what happened? If you look at the way you are going down emotionally before committing suicide, that is, you lose hope. Nobody can help me in this world. I am the only person. And the vacuum. There is no answers, no motivations, no answers, and you attempt and you go into that. Now you see the opposite. What happens? Suddenly you feel there is a meaning in it. Otherwise, why I should live? There are certain coincidences. There are certain noise. Suddenly you feel you are born for this. Okay. In my case, what happened after that? Then my school teachers told me that I have been selected for debate, and they were waiting for me to give an award. Oh, that motivated me. Had I missed it, I would have completed. I would have gone there. Then I went for a national level debate competition. So all these things were missed. Then suddenly I know, oh my goodness, I love so much about debates, competitions, teaching, counseling. That is how I identified my passion. I would call it poison to passion. You know this person. Now the person who has committed this poison for himself and his mother, now his mission is helping 1 million young couples on the society. Because suddenly he identified that he is having a passion for learning, passion for sharing, passion for teaching, passion for counseling, passion for mentoring, and of course he is a continuous learner. You know this bird. What is this bird? This bird is called phoenix bird. What is this phoenix bird? The story of, if you look at the phoenix birds, me and all my survivors are like this bird only. This bird is a golden bird, golden eagle, and it was so golden it only likes all gold. So it saw only sun god to be the gold. It fell in love with him and it started moving toward the god. And once it went into the sun, it was burnt into ashes. Then the phoenix bird prayed to sun god, see, I love you, you are my lover, I fell in romance with you, love with you. How can a lover become killer? It is unfair on your part. You enthuse me with your all your seductive beauty and now you are killing me. The god, sun god becomes merciful and he once again gives life to it. This god comes out of this bird comes out of the ashes. Phoenix bird. See, similarly, what has happened in my case and also all the TEDx planners, all the people from Suicide to Success, they suddenly saw a new meaning, a new life. Of course, majority of people go into the recovery for years together. But there are few people, if you study why they have come up so successfully, because they have started meaning earlier to the vacuum. I am useless. Now I am feeling I am more useful. I am not only useful, I can lead the society. That is why I call it a phoenix principle. Every suicide carries a blueprint for success. That was the blueprint I was saying, but only thing blueprint was there in my head, in my mind, in my thought, but only it was soaked in the simple. It was soaked, it germinated only in that Hanumanji's water tank. Victim to victory mindset, leadership, victim to mindset, victim to victory psychology. Mentoring is nothing but the first mentor is the mother, then the teacher, then at the end when you go to college, all the friends. If you get wrong friends, you are gone. There is a saying, if you want to know about the person, you talk to his friends. Okay. So once you become a mentor, when you start helping a mentor, what is that you are doing mentoring? Mentoring is you are finding a friend. I mentor many young people. I mentor 25,000 young couples. Because I take them for a 21 days treatment early in the morning, 4 o'clock they have to get up, both husband and wife, or any young person has to get up and he has to report on Zoom, and we have got our own rituals. 21 days according to psychocybernetics. This creates a new neurotic circuit in the brain, and afterwards it becomes a habit. So new habit, new friend, new thoughts. What you cannot measure. Therefore, I use a lot of psychometric tools. I give them book assignment, video assignment. Every session, of course, they have to do the homework. If they are not doing the homework, they have to do the homework, come back. And then they have to do a lot of interviews. They have to make a script. It is like simply doing a PhD thesis for your own life. And I take very few free people. I don't take everybody. I'm not looking for a mass. I'm looking for a class. A person who is having a pain, a couple who is having a pain, who really wanted to improve about it. So I take on 5 or 6 people every month. There is a waiting list of people, and most of my clients are NRIs. I talk about strength-based parenting. I help the parent to identify the inborn talents of the kids, because that is polished into a career. Because career guidance is nothing but only a simple paper exercise. But when a mother enters into a career guidance from the day one of the kid, so you can nurture him and make him the number one person in the world. All my relationship story is because of my mentor John Gray. He only man who has influenced me. Then also John Gottman, but major influence is John Gray, Men Are From Mars, and the back end tool is NLP, Anagram. Those are my YouTube video where I started my first Tamil book was released in India. First NLP book was released in India, in Telugu and Tamil in 2002. That is why I am called NLP Pioneer of India. I don't do that. This was called by Life Positive magazine after looking at my work in the year 2002. This is my website. This is practo.com is a website where you can see still a lot of, it's a doctor's website. And there if you go to Chennai and put a psychologist name, I will come, 2 decades of experience. You can see around 113 clients, they have given their feedback after going through my process. That is there. A major source of traffic is there. Another source of traffic is my own. Now it has 600 plus YouTube videos in English, Hindi, Telugu, and Tamil. Most of my source of video clients are from this. Of course, here my mission of 1 million, I cannot do it alone. I want your help. So you can ask people to go and register for the free webinar here. My duty is to create an awareness. I create a lot of awareness, and the people who come there, I walk them into my coaching, counseling, and I qualify them for mentoring. All or not cannot be mentored, because mentoring is a very strong process. It's like mothering. I have to do a lot of work for them day and night, and they have to do a lot of homework. A lot of commitment is there. So all are not born for mentored. Some are for counseling, some are for coaching, some come on the way. Okay, like that. This is my free education class. This is my Facebook. You can join also my Facebook. My mission, and without your help I cannot do it. And one more person is gone. Thank you. Thanks a lot for this, and I'm open for any questions. Thank you, Eliza, for accepting me my abstract, and also helping me to guide and writing the abstract. And I also thank all your team. I cannot thank you by name, Eliza, by your team for doing a wonderful work of bringing persons like us, where I can learn from more other psychologists of different countries. After going through your website, I came to know that the black psychologists are not having the same status in United Kingdom. That is what she told. And many things. Thank you very much. I want you to do the good work, and I want you to help me out achieve my mission. And thanks a lot. Thank you very much for the help you are doing. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Any questions are there? You're welcome.